Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Guess what's back and he's drowning on them. Welcome back to the Alley Oopski. I am joined by my sister in the Lord, not the devil, Trista Crick. We gonna go ahead and get straight into it. Trista, what did you just see in Indianapolis tonight?
JuJu, I didn't think that the Pacers had this level of adjustments in them. I didn't think they could out physical the Thunder. I didn't think they could punk them. I didn't think they could get their bodies into them. I didn't think that they could frustrate Shea to this level that he's missing shots. It was just a complete team effort. Ben Mathurin is the man. 27 points, super efficient, under control, not that roller coaster Ben. TJ McConnell, the tip miss, and then the pick your pocket, that was so huge.
Right.
And the first game that Shea didn't have 30, and I can't remember when.
We also joined by the big dog himself, Amin El Hassan, courtside shorty. How you feeling, bro? What is it?
Hey guys. Oh well, man, what I witnessed was, oh shit, am I gonna be on a gas bag parade? That's what I witnessed. Today was the first time I was like, okay, there might be something to this. No, they were excellent defensively. They did to Oklahoma City what Oklahoma City does to everybody else. Yep. They turned them over. Was the final count on those turnovers 17 turnovers, something like that? And then incredible defense, Nemhard, Ben Shepherd, Neesmith. I think it's rare to have one guy who's as disciplined and versatile. They got three of them to throw at Shea at any given moment, and it definitely bothered him. And they bottled him up. There was a couple of times where he traveled. They didn't even call the travel. It was incredible. And I said in the first half, JuJu, you remember I said, man, a lot of sloppy turnovers from Oklahoma City. In the second half, that didn't stop, but also Indiana forced some of the turnovers. They forced them to turn it over. And I think that's what changes everything. It's like this level of defense gives you a chance to win any game in this series.
Yeah. Also joined by the man, not the myth, 10-day Tizzle, fresh off the other broadcast. You feel me? You putting in overtime tonight. Tell them folks what you just saw, bro. What did you just witness?
Hey, the Pacers are kind of nice, right? Right? Is it just me? Nemhard is kind of nice. Ben Mathurin, is he good?
Yes.
Right? Is he good?
Yes.
He's good.
Yes. That is yes. And you know what's cool? What's cool about him? Oh, what, Tony, we just lost you.
Mic went out.
Yeah, we lost your mic.
Oh, I'm gonna say this real quick while I get this mic back on.
He grabbed that like he was on stage, and
there we go.
Connection cut out.
I was at the Apollo.
Go ahead.
No, it's just like he comes in and he's hyper efficient. He's super athletic. He gets around every defender that OKC has, gets to the bucket, hits big shots. It's like, why doesn't he play more?
Makes free throws.
Because some days he don't have it. But like that's the cool thing about him is that he's not a guy like it's like if he ain't got it, and you put him back in the next game, it's like a new game. He has a very short memory. And tonight, I mean, he's such a big part of their success tonight. His ability to continue to get baskets. What I like also is that he didn't just hang around the 3-point line. He's cutting, he's getting stuff at the rim. Both of these teams really they do a good job of not just kind of sticking the 3-point line. Sorry, JuJu, to point out like the Celtics do, right? Yeah. They've got a lot of great movement and they're getting opportunities at the rim. And speaking of opportunities at the rim, I know a lot of people are going to kill Miles Turner. He missed a bunch of shots, but man,
those blocks. He
was blocking shit left and right. It felt like he was playing against little kids at one point.
And you know what I got? To your point, is you look at today and the Pacers had 50 points in the paint, and you look at the mauling that was game 2, and they only had 34 points in the paint. And that That feels to me like that's the recipe to get in there and then spray out to shooters. And then you get the role players like Obi Toppin and Neesmith doing their thing.
It feels like Haliburton's at his best when he can get 2 feet in the paint and then distribute from there. And they were able to do that tonight at will. In a game 2, he wasn't really getting into the paint whatsoever, right? Like he was really, I don't want to say passive because
he was passive in game 2.
Okay, then he was passive. I just felt like OKC was playing him so aggressively, right? That he couldn't get into the lane and create. But now he's getting into the lane, creating, kicking out to corner threes, kicking out to whoever's diving in off of a pick and roll. It's like, oh, that's why he's turning into a superstar. When he gets 2 feet in the paint, he makes things happen.
Yep. Also, salute to the chat for pulling up on us tonight. Juan Dominguez, Anthony Ortiz.
Hey, shout out to Anthony Ortiz, bro. Let's go. The boy is back, man.
He said on the earlier chat. He said on the earlier chat his hiatus was due to him having a baby. So he just took some time off. You know how that go. You feel me? So look, I've been reading the chat. You thought I wasn't reading, and I was reading it. And no, I'm talking about the chat because he said it earlier on the other screen. And salute to the chat for sticking with us all night. But we've been going since 8 o'clock tonight, and y'all still sticking around, man. Morning. Without us, who the hell are we? Without y'all, who the hell are we? Mr. J, I see you. Cody Schilling. I'm gonna breathe more than I usually do. R.I.P. Smooth, Brusco, Happy Peep. Come on, man. LT Smash, bro. We appreciate all y'all, every single one of you. But yeah, JuJu, man.
I want to give a shout out. I don't even know the dude's name, but he's the usher in the section right where the media seats are. This dude was living and dying with every single play. Every time the Pacers hit a jumper, my man held the follow through and ran up and down the tunnel. Every time, and then like the crazy thing is, every time the Thunder scored, like he would just like, what are we like? I'm like, buddy, it's not soccer. Like they're gonna score. You can't die every time they score. But man, I was so worried at one point. My man was so stressed. He was hanging over the banister, his wide stance and everything. So kind of I want to give him a shout out because, man, like, you know, this is a once in a lifetime thing. Imagine you from Indiana and you get a job working for the Pacers, right? In the arena. You get to see all these games for free, and that's cool. But then this team that nobody picked at the start of the season to go to the finals, nobody picked at the start of the playoffs to go to the finals, nobody picked probably in the conference finals to go to the finals. They go to the finals, and now they're up 2-1. Oh, that was, and he got to see it. He got to stand there and watch the whole thing. Like, man, this must be one of the best days of his life. So shout out to that guy. I wish I had gotten his name.
It must probably brought his usual drugs too. He probably brought his usual drugs he used to bring to the game too. They don't search him up there in Indianapolis. My bad. What you about to say, sis?
Oh, I was just about to say, to your point, I mean, it feels like whenever the Pacers don't score, that they'll never score again just because OKC's defense is so good and they go on these runs that are so fast. And you're like, every bucket you feel like is a crucial bucket. And to that point, I feel like I was doing that in the podcast studio, like, oh my God, that was a missed dunk, or oh my God, missed layup. Oh no, now this is the beginning. This is where Thunder take over. And they just never did.
Never did, bruh. We was locked into we did the basically the live stream. So I wasn't able to lock into the game like I usually did. So I didn't take a lot of notes. So tonight I'm throwing alley hoops literally on the show tonight. Like I'm depending on y'all because all I really saw was Ben Shepherd still ain't cut the mustache. Somebody from Twitter say he looked like a DeBarge member. Thomas Bryant didn't give me nothing tonight. I mean,
he did that corner three.
Right, he ain't give me nothing at all.
Hey, he gave you a hard foul though, man. He had that one hard ass foul. And the funny thing is, the crowd started chanting "free throw merchant." I'm like, he mauled him. What are you talking about?
Right. Go ahead, sis.
Oh, I was just gonna say, JuJu, the thing that you probably would be so proud of as you're wearing your Haliburton jersey is that Haliburton was not food. He was not a cone. He was actually a positive on the floor defensively.
Wow.
And I think that fueled him in terms of what he was able to do on the other side of the floor. So I kept being like, okay, Haliburton, I see you. I see you're getting up into the screens. You're bodying guys. It felt like a whole different version of Haliburton. You would have been proud.
Yeah, that's my problem with Haliburton. Like, bro, this is the finals. We can't afford to take a game 2 off just to what you're doing. Like, I know, I get it, but when are you going to get back to this moment? You can't just bank on getting back to the finals. Play every game like your hair on fire. Do everything you can. Foul out. Use all 6 of your fouls. Don't just shoot 4, 5 times and be like, oh, well, we'll get them next time. My behind? Come on, bro. I mean, what the hell you laughing at?
I'm laughing at the chat telling me to move 1 seat to my right so I can be in the shot.
Yeah, bro.
You know, it's a time-honored tradition. Every NBA Finals game, I got to make it to the background of either NBA TV or ESPN, one of the two. So this is how I sneak back on air, folks.
Right. Also, shout out to Paige Beckers, man. Paige Beckers went crazy tonight.
Yeah.
WNBA still going live right now.
How do y'all feel? How do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about the scheduling conflicts against the NBA Finals?
I mean, they should, since they're a partnership league, I think they should take this into account a little more than they do. And on top of that, the girls are already kind of complaining about the frequency of the games during this elongated season. Like, I think Kelsey Plum spoke out, Satu Sabali spoke out a lot against Kamish. And I think that they could have benefited from spreading this out a little bit because it wasn't no games. Was it no games tomorrow, yesterday? Some kind of formula I think that they could easily get around, especially when it comes to Super Bowl and stuff like that. But it's like they could do a better job scheduling for sure.
JuJu, Dominique Collins says what's up from across the way, man.
I said was Hannon.
Yeah, I was like, I'm looking, I'm like, who is this filming me right now? Yeah, shout out to my ESPN people all over there. No, but JuJu, like to the point, like I was just saying, you know, someone said to me, well, it's different partners because it's different broadcast partners and they don't care.
Okay.
But I'm like, okay, but like the NBA doesn't have the same broadcast partners as the Super Bowl, as the NFL, but we have the common sense on Super Bowl Sunday. If we're going to play a game, it's going to be early in the day and then we're done. You don't go up against it because you want to give your product the best chance at getting eyeballs. And I know some people are going to be like, well, the people who watch WNBA games are not the same as the people who watch NBA games. That's not true, number one. And number two, it's basketball, man. Like, you don't want to cannibalize your own product. So I was just kind of surprised by like the number of games that they have on national TV games that are going opposite the NBA Finals. It just doesn't seem like the smartest decision.
Especially when there's so many days off in between the finals now.
Right.
There's a lot of days you can get out and get your games in. And then on top of that, if you're going to do it, I mean, you had till 5:40 Western Conference time, 8:40 Eastern Conference time to get the games in. So you could have had that Wings game go off at 5 as like a pregame to the finals.
Right. Or even if you want to be like, you say 6 p.m., even 7 p.m., right? Yeah, there's some overlap, but at least the game's almost done or practically done by the time we're in the swing of this game. To go head to head against the NBA Finals game, it's just, I don't know. I can't understand that decision making.
Right. And the WNBA games do be funny as hell because, like you say, they broadcast partners be different. You'll be watching a WNBA game and forget it's on the TV and the game will go off. Now you are 10 minutes in the heat of the night. Goddamn.
Because it's on Ion, right?
Right. How the hell I start watching Hawaii 5-0? What the fuck?
Hey man, I'll tell you what, I'd rather that than what we do with the NBA games on TNT, where like you fall asleep, you wake up, you're watching Castle.
Right.
Castle, or what's the other one? Las
Charmed.
Vegas. Charm, oh man, Charm for sure.
Right, yeah. Trista, do you think did the Pacers find something tonight? Do they really have a legitimate shot at winning this championship now? Because everybody in the media, including me, I spent the day telling everybody who can hear me, bro, Tyrese Haliburton be shrinking in the big games. He don't be doing this. They ain't gonna win no more games during this whole series. Trust me. Bet your house on it. And I was wrong as hell. Do they got a chance now to actually take this championship?
I did the same thing, Juju. I went on
Okay.
NBC today and I was like, Thunder first quarter, which did cash. Thunder first half did not cash. Thunder full game -5. How are they going to adjust? I just don't see it. It felt like everything that the Pacers were trying to get into, they were stifled. Like Haliburton couldn't get into the paint because he couldn't even get into the offensive flow. Like they're deflecting every single thing. So I think that Mark Daigneault will go back to the drawing board and adjust some things, just like he did with the Denver series. I think game 4 is going to be obviously very telling. We saw the Thunder had a blowout right after they, had a tough loss against the Nuggets in their second round series. So it's fascinating to me. But I think more and more people, we just haven't gotten anybody saying, really, I believe in this Pacers team. I don't even know if the Pacers believed in this Pacers team. After game 1, where we were on the stream, we were going crazy. Could this be like 2016? Oh my God, what is this? I'm like talking to somebody from the Pacers after they win game 1. Gonna be really tough. Gonna be awfully tough to beat this team 4 times after a win. So that's crazy.
Tristan, I'm gonna tell you the point for me where I was like, oh shit, man, this might be it's when it was McConnell had the steal and then he threw it off of somebody and it was right in front of the Pacers bench and they were all going crazy. That's like one of the moments where you look at like, oh shit, man. Yeah. It's like JuJu. It's like the story I tell about like
the Tim Duncan roar.
Dog, man. That's like one of those, oh yeah, man, we ain't got it tonight.
Tony, what you think, bro? Have we seen the change of the guard?
Here's the thing, right? I look at the big 3 for the Thunder, and they're basically the only ones who showed up outside of Lou Dort hitting a bunch of threes. But I know this is tough to say after a 20-10 performance from Chet Holmgren, but I don't think he played that well.
No,
right? Like it feels like 20-10. The counting stats, sure, they look good. Double, 20-10. Everybody was happy. 0 for 6 from 3, 6 for 15 from the floor, and just gets bodied. Like Miles Turner gave Mass the chicken wing and said, "Oh, excuse me, little boy. Should have hit him with the too small on the way down, right? Like he's Tony, 100 pounds heavier than him."
He went up and it looked like it was going to be a shooting foul, and they called it on the floor. And Mark Daigneault took his ass out right then. Put Hartenstein in like this guy's getting sunned.
And it's like you have 70 points between your big 3, and you lose a game where Shea obviously went 9 for 20. J-Dub. Counting stats look good, but it felt like not good. Like throw the stats out. If you're looking at the box score saying, "Oh, they played well," no, they didn't really play well. And for me, I look at Chet and I'm like, something's missing. Like I don't know if the moment's too big. Again, he's played well in spurts, but it's like something is just not right there. And I don't know if it's the matchup with Miles Turner. I don't know if they're trying to do something defensively where his stuff is just not working. But every time he drives to the basket, he's flailing. He looks like a baby horse trying to find his legs. He's throwing shit off the backboard. He's getting thrown down. It's like, what are we doing?
So it's that Kendrick song. It's not enough. Not enough. You can get Chet 20 points. Not enough.
So Tony, one of the things I was talking to Joel Oliveri, who not Joel Oliveri, what's Joel's last name? Joel covers the Thunder for the Daily Oklahoman, and Joel was saying that the hip is still not great for Chet, and like it still bothers him, and he's not getting quite the mobility. But I think, to be honest with you, like a game like tonight, I thought he got to where he wanted to go in the paint. He just got big bodied by Miles Turner, man. Yeah. Miles Turner and Pascal Siakam and them boys, man, was just a little too physical for him, a little too big, and he didn't have anything going. But it is crazy because this was the game, right? This is the game we've been waiting for him and from Jalen Williams. And you think when you look at it, like you look at the box scores, like, well, he had the help, but it's like we know, like in those moments, they were compromised. And by the way, there's something about Jalen Williams. I love Jalen Williams. I think he's a terrific player. But there's something very Jalen Brownish about him when he dribbles. I just don't feel secure. Like with what's gonna happen if it's not a straight line drive. Every time he tries to go to like crossovers, whatever, I'm like, I don't know if I should do that, man.
The Duffy is like more of a fanny pack.
That's you.
Not
That
even-
body
that's like-
beans on.
One of those crossbodies. One of those Lululemon crossbodies.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a lot you can put in them joints.
Hey, Lululemon. Trey Cates from the chat says Obi Toppin, by the way. Obi Toppin did step up tonight.
Well,
what y'all think about my
step
boy
up.
with the pink shoes?
Step up with that putback slam was crazy.
All
No,
right.
Yeah.
So
The crowd
in
went
that
crazy. I should
position,
post that.
It was
Right.
Obi Toppin, huge rebound, put back on the same possession, and then a block that next possession.
Yeah,
Okay,
yes.
so it was 3 consecutive Obi Toppin wins, and I
Yeah.
thought that was like kind of a game sealer for them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it really was.
Obi had some moments of the opposite variety. I was like, "What are you
Yes.
doing?"
That's the Obi
But-
Toppin experience, though, right?
Yeah, man. I wonder how Mike's Top Shot is doing. Tristan, do you know this story about Mike
No.
Ryan? Mike Ryan, back when Top Shot and NFTs were a big thing. What a time that was. Mike Ryan bought
Right.
an Obi Toppin Top Shot. It was like one of like
Obi Toppin on the
100
Knicks.
Obi
Oh.
Toppin on the Knicks, one of like 150, and he's like, "Oh, this will appreciate." And like the dunk contest happened and everything, and it just like Obi's career has been up and down, so he was like, "Man, this is worthless." So now that he's in the finals, we're like, "Yo, how's the Top Shot doing, man? Maybe it's back up again."
He says he can't access it. He doesn't know the password.
Oh, no.
right. He said it today.
For $2
Salute the
million
Top Shot,
now.
though. Salute the Top Shot. Top Shot gave me and Trista tickets to Game 1 of the Knicks
Oh, for real?
versus Pistons. You feel me?
Oh, this
Come on,
story's
man.
This
Wait,
story's
Top-
incredible. So we're going to this bar that's hosted by Top Shot in New York City. We're filming some content, and the setup was a little unsure. There wasn't a lot of
Yeah.
people in there, and it was like, "Hey, come to this event, and you have the chance to win 2 Knicks tickets to Game 1." And so we go, and it was so low vibes in there. I fell asleep in there with my phone on my chest. JuJu left at some point to make a call. I went to the corner store to get some caffeine, like some sour treats and like a squirt or something. And then before we leave, we're like, let's get up out of here. This is some bullshit. And the guy from Popside's like, hey, we're about to do the raffle. And I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot to put my name in. Oh, yeah, I got you. Put your name in. And the other person, Josh, who we were with,
Yeah.
comes back
Oh,
out.
shout out to Josh.
Shout out to Josh.
Right.
Josh comes out.
Invisible
He's like,
last series, by the way.
Josh, by the way, Josh,
Yeah,
ever
right.
since
Invisible.
haven't seen him anywhere. He was everywhere, and now he's nowhere.
I text my boy. My boy told my son, I'm in Cabo. What up? Or some shit. I'm like,
Yeah, we
"Man,
know.
man."
We know.
So he comes out and he's looking straight faced and he's like, yo, Tris, you won. You won the tickets. And I was like, no fucking way. I didn't win. No chance. Like I wasn't even thinking about this. And he goes, go in there. You won. And I walk in. They're like, you Tris? I'm like, yes. And they're like, you won the tickets. So me and JuJu, it was like 10 minutes before game time. We were not
Right.
prepared. I was not energetically prepared. I just got off of a plane. We weren't ready
Right.
for the Pistons game 1 experience. So, but
Bruh, she
found
was
out,
knocked
we didn't
out on
know.
the Brian. You know how somebody knocked out because she was at the table, knocked out, and her phone was just open. I'm like, bro, close your.
And they just kept
Click.
moving the clip that was open on Instagram.
Bruh, she gave somebody like 100,000 views that day. She was knocked out at the dinner table. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm about to call the cab, man. We gotta get up out of here. But through the grace of God,
There it is.
in the game.
Shout out to Top Shot. Shout out.
Right.
to
Speaking
Top
of the Garden, I feel like tonight or sometime this weekend, the Knicks gonna text Tom Thibodeau. What you doing, big head?
You up? You up?
Right.
You know
up?
I was just playing with you.
Right. Hey,
You
big
take
head, what
it
you
too
doing,
seriously, man.
Man? Right, you know
You believe
messing
that?
around. Who said? Did somebody tell you was fired? Who said that?
Shams,
What y'all
you
think
gonna
about
believe
that?
Shams?
Did you check your Twitter? What does Shams know? You know?
Right. What y'all think about that, bro? How embarrassing is this for the Knicks? Or do they have a plan that we just don't know
No.
about?
No, they
it's
don't-
pretty clear.
no. When you're going after Billy Donovan, oh my God.
Oh, and they
throw
said no.
up in my
Imagine
mouth. And he
Chicago.
said no.
Chicago said no. That's my favorite part. Like what?
Right.
I don't know what's more impressive, that the Knicks asked or that the Bulls said no.
You know you're cooked
Right.
when you're asking for coaches that already have jobs.
Right.
all
Every
they're
coach.
And not
You're
good
cooked.
ones.
Right.
And not good ones. Yeah,
Right.
you want to go after Ime Udoka because you're the Knicks? Okay, big balls. I love it. Okay, you like it? I love it. Great. You want to go after
Chris
Jason Kidd.
Finch.
Chris Finch? I get it. Yep, absolutely. For sure. You want to go after Jason Kidd? Okay, like New York ties, fine. But you're going after Billy Donovan, bro. They're going to end up with Johnny Bryant.
Well, I mean, which is a shame because Johnny's a good coach. He's a guy that deserves an opportunity. But Tristan, I said it at halftime of the game. I was on the Le Batard feed. I was like, if I'm friends with any of these people, I'm like, don't do it, man. This is like Johnny might be the one exception because he's been there already. So he's got the relationships not only with the players but also with the front office and with ownership, and everyone seems to like him. So it might be good. But like anybody else, man. I'm like, don't put yourself in this place where they do shit like this, where they don't have any plan. They just do shit with the seat of their pants.
Right. Breaking news, by the way, also the Seattle Storm have given the Minnesota Lynx their first loss, and Kayla McBride is crashing out right now. She threw the ball in the crowd because they did the unwritten rule thing where, it's time running down. So my sister, my dog, E Weezy, she went ahead and shot the layup anyway.
Shout out to Tom Spader on Twitch asking me, how is St. Bonaventure looking this time of year? That is the story. But if you know, you know. St. Bonaventure, I don't know. I never heard of it. It's not the end of the world, but you could see it from there.
Oh, wow.
Damn. I got Sam Cassell. Sam Cassell gonna be the next coach of the New York Knicks. I'm calling it right now. My sources are telling me Sam Cassell is going to take that job.
I would tell Sam don't do it.
Okay. At what point should somebody take? Somebody should take.
Somebody's got to take
job.
it.
Right. It's still Jalen Brunson.
Break the bank on him. Come on.
Leon Rose should take the job.
Rick Brunson, head coach.
Mark Jackson would take the job.
Mark Jackson absolutely would take it.
In a heartbeat.
Right. Yeah. It sounds like on Shador draft night right now. I heard he was listening to headphones. The Knicks don't be studying. Like, so it's a good job. Like,
I know this is a basketball podcast, but Shador Sanders, watch him. I like him for QB1 starting in August.
Oh, have you seen
that in there?
Look now.
Have you seen the minicamp numbers?
He's looking good.
Oh my gosh, the guy doesn't miss. It's like a free throw shooter, man. He's like 9 of 11, 8 of 9. I'm like, what?
Shador's that boy.
Right. Also, too, Trista snuck something in earlier that we got to put the respect on. NBC. She was on NBC earlier as
that was light. That was light.
Sports betting analyst. What's the official title? Says
NBA. I think sports analyst. They don't. I think mostly shit talker. Really.
Okay, look, that's NBC shit talker, man. Congratulations to my sister, man.
So then let me hold the dollar.
That's how they do you right there. That's just how they do you.
That's the official congrats to if you post some career shit on Instagram.
Let me hold some.
Like my congratulations. Let me hold the dollar.
I was there's like a fruit fly in here. There's that was asked. I was asked to do it. I would have just like tried to sneak in little appearances. I'm not like one of those. Hey, look at me! I did this. Unless it's like something really, really like.
You look surprised.
Impactful.
Dang. Look, my dog Erica Wheeler on TV crying right now after the win, man.
Come on.
Be emotional. Nah, man, it's a big game, bro.
JuJu, you gotta. It's the regular season. I know it's shorter, but it's still a marathon. You gotta be able.
You
to
sitting there with your feet kicked up at the sideline. You don't know what she's saying. She in the interview right now. She could be discussing someone passed. We don't know. All I know is that's my sister, and I ride with her no matter what. And she emotional after this. I'm gonna listen to this back, but. Salute to Erica Wheeler, man.
Watch it just be some bullshit, man. Right. I was watching Paid in Full earlier. That reminded me of a scene.
Oh my God, y'all crazy hell. Salute to Miss Rebecca behind the boards, keeping us together as well tonight. Also salute the skirt on the YouTube chat. Jason Price, Hero G. Who else? Vinay, I see you. Tyrus Hastings, come on, man! Thank y'all for pulling up on us.
They're not kicking anybody out, by the way. So I can't remember someone in the chat said, "I mean they're gonna kick you out." I'm like, nah, man. That's not how
I
this
can
works.
tell they ain't kicking nobody out. You out of there lounging, boy, like you in the living room. You got your shoes off too. Goddamn.
Yeah, man. No,
They got
man.
one shoe off.
I gotta get him. I gotta get him in the shot somehow, man.
What are you
Sitting
wearing?
Cement Force.
Okay. Did you guys see that today the Crazy Twos came out? The Kobe's?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we can't call them Kobe's.
Well, anymore, but they are the
Yeah.
Kobe's. And I was thinking about this today as I took copious amount of screenshots for a video to make in the future.
Yeah.
I think they're like the only reason we love them is because we're old enough to remember Kobe with the fro. Like, I don't
Yes.
know if Gen Z kids like them because they look good and the silhouette is good, because they're terrible. But I need
Right.
them. Like, I personally wasn't allowed. Well, we couldn't afford them. So now I must have them to probably just sit in the shoebox.
Yeah. What's your favorite shoe? What's your favorite? Matter of fact, I'm gonna make it more general. What's your favorite Jordan going around the chat right now? Tristan, what's your favorite Jordan?
Jordan ones all day. It's the only thing that makes me look like I don't have cankles. Everything else, all the other Jordans, I can't wear casually. So it's the Jordan ones and only the Jordan ones.
What about you, Tony?
Damn, that's tough because I love threes. I got a bunch of threes. I got a bunch of fours. I've been into low ones right now.
Wow.
Been for a hot minute.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I mean,
there we
but that's
go.
not just
We got-
That's
all-
in Travis Scott's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I
Travis
got
Scott.
those on. I got those on right now. But I got the shadows. I got all white was the neutral grays. I'd probably say my favorite silhouette. I'm gonna rock with the threes. Black cement threes. I got the white cement threes. I got all. So for me, it's a 3.
Yeah. What about you, Amin?
The 11s are the most perfect shoe ever created, other than they're incredibly uncomfortable. It kind of hurts my feelings.
Brutal.
Like, I love 11s so much, but I hate having to walk or do anything in them
Yeah.
other than just
Yeah.
sit there and look good.
I gave a pair away. I gave a pair of Space Jams away because I couldn't
Wow.
anymore. I was like, nah, I'm good. I gave them to my brother.
My
I was playing 3-on-3 and tried to close out stupidly on somebody, and they were wearing them. They were wearing the Space Jams. Landed on their foot, high ankle sprain, low ankle sprain, boot life.
oh, damn.
That's why you never
Damn.
close out. You gotta
Never
let them go.
never close out.
Let them go.
Right.
Oh, late defense.
Yeah.
Where's my
Right.
help side?
No, but it's but Tony, that's how you know you're getting older.
Exactly.
Because
100%.
there was a point where I was like about that life rotating stuff. Now I'm just be like, hey man,
got it.
I'm doing one of these right here. Like just pointing.
Just let
And
them
then
let
it
'em
happens.
shoot.
Yeah.
Hashtag
So-
boot life. My
but-
favorite J's is the 11s and the unpopular opinion, the 12s, bro. I like
12s
the
are nice.
11s and the 12s.
12s are
I
nice.
love the 12s, bro. For
You-
some
you know-
reason.
Let's ask. I want to ask the opposite
Yeah.
of this question, because everyone else has their favorites. To
Yeah.
me, the ones that I don't like, first of all, anything after
Yes.
like 13,
Yes.
everything
Oh
after
No,
13.
hold
Except
up.
for like
Whoa.
18s. What were the ones that came out that like
That's
came
my friend.
in the briefcase? Those ones were
Yes,
ones were
the
hard.
18.
Those were
Mhm.
hard, the black with the blue
Because-
bottom.
Yes.
Yes.
Look, the briefcase
suede.
Yes.
was the cool
I had
part
the white
about
it.
pair.
Man.
I had the white pair with the leather on it.
Right. I
But-
still
but
got the black ones. Them bitches hard.
of the original 13, the 2s, man, I just can't.
Yeah.
They just look goofy to me.
There's
I'm not a twos guy.
sometimes where I look at the twos and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I never bought them, but I'm like,
That's the
one day,
test.
I'm like, one day I'd like to.
Will you
but
spend
yeah.
200 on them? Never. The twos, I never looked at the
No.
twos. Even when Carmelo used to wear them, I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
what
right.
are you doing?
They brought the lows. They brought the low twos out, and I was like, you're not getting me. You're not gonna
Right,
get me.
but you selling them to Chris Sims only, goddamn. What's your least favorite pair, Tristan?
It's got to be the 2s. You're looking back at them. Also, the 7 and the 8s, like I like them both, but I think that one of them's unnecessary, but I'm not really sure which.
The 8s.
Yeah,
It's the
the
one with the
8s,
straps.
yeah.
It's got
big
the
strap.
straps
The
on
double
them.
strap. The
The
double strap.
double
on 'em.
strap.
6,
Yep.
7, and 8,
Right.
they were kind of
6.
mailing it in. 6, 7, and 8 was like the same shoe with like little minor
Oof,
tweaks.
The sixes are fire. I got some
Sixes
infrared
are
sixes
fire.
that are tough.
Infrared 6s. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
those are tough.
I got
For me, it's the 5. It's the 5. I wear size 13. I wear a size 13, so I got 5s. They actually just got tore up, so I never
Yeah.
rebought them. But for me, I wear a size 13, so it's just like this big, and I'm like,
Yeah,
all right, I
it's a
can't
big
wear
shoe.
this. This is crazy.
You know,
I'm wearing a
look,
Timberland
Tony,
boot.
Tony, I'm telling you, the low fives.
Low fives are nice.
Kind of a nice look. I got a
The
couple of those.
the big high top fives are like Patrick Ewing's. I don't need those.
Yeah,
Right.
I got 3 pairs of those. I got bread. I've got the PSG ones that came out.
Yeah.
And then I've got one which is funny. It looks almost exactly like the white, red, and black, except it's cement. But you know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So I'm like, I like them, man. But
I like
it
15,
is a big shoe.
The 15 is the George
15s
Clooney
are-
Batman
yeah.
motherfucker. Them bitches ugly as hell.
And the
They got the
14s.
long-
No, hold up. The 14
Oh,
last shot
so
14s
fast,
are
my
nice.
friend.
The
Leave
But
us
candy
that's
alone.
cane 14s too.
That's an iconic shoe.
Yeah,
But if it
come on.
wasn't an iconic shoe, we wouldn't like it.
That's the one that was based off like his car, right? They said they
Right,
designed it
all
like to
blacks
look
in the
like
last shot.
The Testarossa.
yeah.
They got the 4s coming out this weekend. The red and black
Yeah,
ones. I don't know.
yeah.
I might have to
Really?
mosey. Yeah.
Hold on.
All, new color though. All red with the
Oh.
black kinks.
I'm looking
Ooh.
for the bread 4s.
I
The
have
Yeah.
regular suede bread 4s.
I got
And
them
this
during the pandemic.
now
They were
listen to
on the
Yeah,
low
they're hard.
ski, by the way.
Listen to this. When Trey moved, Black Trey, my homie Black Trey, when he moved from Phoenix to New York, he had a bunch of stuff. He's like, I need a bunch of stuff, some storage. Can I leave it at your place? I said, sure. And it was a bunch of shoes. And when it came time to move, he said, man, if you want anything, go ahead and grab it. And I don't know why I was trying to be polite. I was like, nah, I'm good or whatever. But then he told me like he just gave away the bread 4s. I'm like, I could have had those.
Right.
They're my
Bruh,
size and everything.
I caught Trey in that same mood. Salute to our partner Trey. He was moving. I caught 2 pair of shoes off from the yellow 4s, the yellow and blue 4s, and some
The
Neymar
ladies.
Boings. The
Oh, boy.
Neymars.
Oh,
The-
yeah.
like, they
Boings,
sound
that's crazy.
crazy, but
Yeah,
the
no,
Neymar
Boing sounds
Boings go
crazy.
crazy. Salute to whoever the hell he played for. Oh, getting emotional.
Oh yeah, those are kind of sick. What are they? Just like a soccer shoe? I don't know the Neymar Boings. I don't know.
Right.
That shoe.
The
Right,
name
they
crazy
fire.
again, though.
Right. I'm sure they ain't called Neymar Boings. Vince Carter used to wear the high tops. But them was some ugly ass shoes. Not
Yeah.
whatever. I still like the Penny. Penny Hardaway's the
Oh,
blue.
yeah.
Still my all-time favorite shoe. The ones that Mike Bibby wore.
Yeah.
Which
with
ones?
Arizona.
The
pennies.
first
The
first
half
ones.
cent. The half cent.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember they were doing this. This is how crazy promotions were back in the day. If you just tried the shoe on, if you just tried it on, you
Yeah.
would get a penny T-shirt.
Oh damn.
Yeah, so
They
I was
have
like,
money.
Money
I
to
They had money
money.
back then.
I tried the shit, and I pretended like, oh, I don't know, it kind of looks weird. I had no intention about that. I got my penny T-shirt out of it.
You didn't have to
Man.
post or anything. You didn't have to
No.
hashtag penny.
The good old
Right.
days.
Good old days. That's
I
also
wish
when
I'd
they
have
used,
kept-
they used to give you, if you bought the N1s, they would give you the mixtape. That was the only way you get the
Ooh.
mixtape. Like that, literally, it was a tape that you got from buying the shoes.
Right.
Who was your
I still
favorite
believe
and
it.
one player? Who was your favorite and one player?
Oof.
Mine
Oh,
was man, I love they are all on hot sauce.
Hot sauce, yes.
Escalade
Oh,
was the
I like
goat. Escalade.
Escalade,
Escalade
I like
was 'cause it was-
Shane
Rest in peace. Big boy doing it with the guard
Right.
handles. It was like, ooh.
and Ayo too. I like Ayo.
Hey, yo, yeah.
Yeah,
He was
AO
fire.
was cool. But I'm an original dude, man. The thing that got me Skip to my Lou, man.
Hey, shout out to
Because-
Ray.
Oh yeah, he the best.
That
Ray Frosty.
shit was just on. Like, I've never to this day seen someone, maybe Kyrie, where the ball is like, it looks like just a part of his body. There's
Right.
just no, the handles are so tight. And what I like about him, like why I like him more than, for instance, Hot Sauce or the Professor, is I felt like them dudes did a lot,
Yeah.
but it was just doing a lot, right?
yeah, for no
Skip-
reason.
Skip was doing it with reason. And the other thing also is like, and I know this is gonna sound real dumb, a lot of these N1 dudes was like straight carrying, like that's a
Yeah.
double dribble, my
Different
man. Like,
game. It's a different
yeah.
game.
like whereas like I don't think Skip ever, like, all his stuff was legal technically.
But see, hot sauce gave us the
Hot sauce,
roll on the
yeah.
ground.
Yeah.
Oh my
The
god.
slip and
You
slide.
feel me? And he'll go back and then act like he throwing it, but go straight up and your ass
Yeah.
somewhere in the
I mean,
mix.
but that's what I'm saying. Like you can't keep your dribble alive after that. Like
I was
Right.
I'm like,
I was like in
It's-
10th grade and I was playing for this coach, and she's a very hard driving coach, very like fundamentally sound.
Yeah.
And we were playing against a rival school, and this girl was talking mad shit. So I did the hot sauce, hit the ball off her forehead.
Off the easy.
Off the easy. Shout out to NBA Street.
Yes.
And she was like, timeout, you're done. You are done for the rest of the game.
No, NBA Street was so
Bruh.
damn
Ahead
fun,
of its
man.
time. Ahead of its time.
Bro, that shit happened to me. I had the most embarrassing moment in the history of my basketball career happen. My cousin played for the rival team, and it was like I wasn't the point guard. I was like the 3 guard and the 5. But one time I got a rebound, and all the team went down. It was just me and my cousin on me in the backcourt, and it's homecoming. I was like, oh my goodness, come here. I did like a couple behind the backs, and then tried to his ass, snatched him. Why the hell he reached, tapped it, cookies, got the ball, and did a windmill dunk. The hardest windmill I ever seen in my entire life. Coach called timeout. I sat down the whole rest of the game.
He said, "Come with me."
What's that third quarter, bro?
What's the most embarrassing thing happened to you, Trey, on a basketball court? Oh, not Trey. Tony. Oh, damn. I'm still in ball mode.
Damn, they all don't look alike, bro.
I was like, "Where's Trey? Is he out there?" I thought you were bringing from the side. Damn, worst thing that happened to me on a basketball court. I in Miami. We don't make them that big, right?
Yeah.
So at 6'4", I'm the center of the team, and we played at a school called Sagemont. And if that name sounds familiar, it's because a kid went from Sagemont to Syracuse and then played in the league. Rest in peace, Fab Melo. I was the anchor on the 2-3, and Fab Melo walks in, had to duck through the doorway, and I was like, "Damn, is he gonna be backing me down or what?" Center of the 2-3. They didn't call 3 seconds on him for shit. He just parked his ass in the post like an oak tree, sat there. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar just left and right, just hook shot. And I'm at his navel trying to like do something. I didn't get dunked on, but he was on the opposite block, spun out, went and slammed it. And I was in the vicinity. Again, I wasn't playing help side defense because I knew what was coming after that first spin. So I kind of let him go, but I did catch like the leg kind of like hit me on the way out. I was like, damn, kind of pushed it off. Timmy also had 45 in the district championship game on us, which was not cool.
Trista, what about you? Most embarrassing thing that happened to you on a basketball court?
Oh, most embarrassing. There's been a lot of them. I think I was playing one-on-one against, what was his name? He's like a content creator. Oh, Filet. And it was on camera, and we're playing 1-on-1 to 11. And I knew I was probably gonna get smoked. I just wanted to like compete. And Filet, his handles are super nice. And I thought I was with them, and he crosses, I stay, and I think it was a little bit of a push off, but I flew like 8 feet the other direction, and it got published.
Momentum's a killer.
He posted it to his page, so like millions of people saw it.
Nice.
Damn, that's messed up. Yeah, my rip from my cousin was made worse because I got by him. Like the problem was the reason I got sat the whole game because I crossed him a little bit and lane opened up, but I bought it back.
But you went back for more. You went back for more.
Come back for
more. Right. Cookies. I'm talking about, bro. I ain't never seen a windmill that pretty. Salute to my cousin, bro. Well, yeah, bro. A great post game. The great game from the Indiana Pacers tonight, man. They done turned the world on his head. All we gonna hear tomorrow is about, oh Lord, is the Thunder? Are they really for real? Are they turning back into that young team? Can Aaron Wiggins do anything?
I think people are still gonna believe. I think that the Pacers skepticism will outpace the Thunder like disregard. So I think people are like, yep, it's Thunder in 6. It's okay. This is what the Thunder have done throughout this postseason. What do you think of me?
Everything I believe has been shattered now. It's anybody's series.
Amin's in Inception right now. He's got to spin the top. He's there like, is this real life? This can't be real life. This can't be it.
Hey, like I told y'all, man, when dude was going crazy off of throwing a ball off of someone. I was like, oh shit, man.
Hey,
It's different. It's different. I do want to say one thing. I want to point something out, and I know someone's gonna catch feelings about this. During the fourth quarter, they put Pat McAfee on the screen, and he's like, "Oh, all week long we've heard that Oklahoma City has the loudest fans, and Oklahoma City this, Oklahoma City, but let's show them Indiana." And then everyone goes crazy. And I posted the kind of part of the video, and I said, "You know what? Not for nothing. Oklahoma City does have the loudest fans. It's so much louder in Oklahoma City.
Wow.
It was loud here. It was loud, but Oklahoma City's crazy. And the crazy thing about Oklahoma City that Indiana doesn't have is they're coordinated, man.
Yeah.
These people know
when
to start chanting what, and they got these clappers. I showed you guys after game one. They
coordinate.
They're coordinated. So shout out to the fans in Indiana. They were going crazy, obviously, after the game, but still not quite as crazy as Oklahoma City.
Mm-hmm. What you think, Tony?
I think that another classic silhouette is the T-Mac.
Oh,
the one that had the web.
Yes.
the best.
Yeah.
Hey, the best
that had the
Adidas
black
shoe.
pair
White
and the
blues?
white pair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
white and blues.
The best Adidas shoe.
those are
T-Macs.
super tough. I love the.
If I'm working for Adidas, I'm like, why aren't we re-released? These are the ones. If you want to have a retro line that I won't say compete with Jordans, but like has a vibe to it, why wouldn't you be coming out with those T-Macs? Yep,
T-Macs were
Right.
tough.
For sure, bruh. And y'all tough for pulling up after this game, bruh. It's 12:17 Eastern time. We all got a lot to do. I appreciate y'all every single time y'all pull up to the alley oop, man.
I gotta get to media
Immensely.
hospitality.
Hospitality head ass. Thank y'all. Any last words on the way out of here, y'all?
I think it's the other crazy eights or the other crazy twos. What are they? The ones that have the zigzag black and white Adidas
Oh, yeah.
that Kobe. Those ones are better.
Crazy
than the
eights.
T-Mac. Yeah, the crazy.
Yeah, the
eights.
crazy eights.
That was the first ones.
Yep,
The
those
first
are
ones.
dope.
The third ones were the ones that look like moon boots, right?
Those are the ones that just dropped.
Oh, the moon boot ones?
The
Yeah.
moon boots were the ones.
No,
And the
were those
twos. The silver, and they had them in white. And they just came out in silver today.
You know, it is kind of crazy. It's like we can't use his name, so we'll just go use the number he wore. The crazy eights.
Right.
Remember who wore 8? Wink, wink.
Yeah, I remember
Alright,
those.
Yeah, these just
I
got
remember
released
those.
today. I mean, you look. Yeah, these are the ones.
Oh, them shits is trash.
The moon.
Yeah, that's
they were
what-
trash back then.
Yes.
They were trash back then.
That's why I'm saying, I don't even want them, but I need them for little
Nostalgia's sake.
Trista. Yeah, I
Yes.
need them for little Trista who couldn't afford anything.
Hashtag boot life. And on that note, we are out of here. Thank you to the chat. Catch us next time. Same bat time, same bat channel. Miss Rebecca, I see you.